Hello, I'm Dr. Albanese with Albanese Chiropractic, and our mission is to help as many families as possible create healthy lifestyles and reach optimal health through chiropractic. Today we're going to talk about soy. And soy has been a staple in so many cultural diets across the world for many, many years. And it's gaining popularity in the United States over the last several years. Now, soybeans can make products like soy milk, tofu, tempeh, miso, edamame. And according to Harvard's nutritional newsletter, it's one of the most nutritionally dense forms of protein when alternating from animal protein. Now, soy has been shown to have many health benefits. It can help to lower inflammation, decrease the incidence of heart disease, lower cholesterol, decrease cancer, especially breast cancer, as well as increase bone density. So it has all these benefits and has endorsements from nutritional centers like Harvard. Why is there so much conflict or confusion around soy? So let's take a little bit deeper look into that and get a better understanding as to why soy should be part of a healthy diet. Soy contains high concentrations of isoflavones, which is a plant estrogen called a phytoestrogen. Now, it's very similar in its cellular actions to estrogen, but very different in how it impacts the body. Now, there are two receptors or binding sites that are present on cells, alpha and beta receptors. Now, the most prominent estrogen in postmenopausal women is called estrone. Now, estrone binds to alpha receptors on cells, whereas soy binds to beta receptors on cells. So they have two different receptor sites, therefore two different actions on the body. And this is why soy actually has an anti-estrogenic effect on cells, because it actually acts to block the binding sites that are present for cellular growth in terms of cancer. So that's the difference in terms of how estrogen and soy affect the body. They affect it through two different receptor sites and two different actions on the body. Now, some of the confusion centered around soy comes from how soy is studied. Studies done on humans versus animals are going to produce very different outcomes. When soy is studied in animals, animals metabolize soy very differently, so it's going to have a very different outcome on the human body. So if you are reading information about soy, especially studies, make sure there's a clarification that shows how the studies were undertaken in humans or in animals. Now, another way that soy is studied, it's studied as a whole soybean or soy protein isolate. And this is very important to distinguish the difference between the two. Because again, when soy is studied as a whole soybean, the benefits are going to be shown in the study in terms of how soy is positively impacting you. But when soy is studied as soy protein isolate, the outcomes can be very different. Now, soy protein isolate is when the protein is isolated from the whole soybean. Now, this is very unhealthy. We find soy protein isolate in sports drinks, sports bars, vegan burgers, processed foods. Soy protein isolate is unhealthy because it stimulates the insulin-like growth factor in cells, which promotes the cellular growth of cancer. So if you're reading a label and it says soy protein isolate, especially in something that's touted as healthy, sports nutrition bars and things of that nature, always avoid that. Avoid soy protein isolate. You always want to look for soy, whole soy. Now, something else to consider, and this is very, very important, is when you're purchasing soy and you're looking at soy milk or tofu, tempeh, edamame, look for organic or non-GMO soy, because when soy is processed, oftentimes, if it is a GMO product, it's going to be heavily inundated with pesticides and chemicals, very harmful chemicals. So always purchase and always look for organic or non-GMO soy in the labels. That is very important. That's how you're going to benefit from soy. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and please share this and like and subscribe to our channel. It's very helpful for us to allow us to provide information that's really catered towards what you're looking for. I'm Dr. Alban. Oh, here comes my wife. I'm in the kitchen, my wife's kitchen. So I better get out of here before she finds I've moved everything around. So until next time, I'm Dr. Albanese. Have a great day and be well.